There's a shower passing overhead, so I'm just waiting for it to pass, sat in the car, because where I'm heading looks much more rainy, so I'm going to just stay dry before I set out, because it's quite a long walk up to the top of Rough Tor, which is a wonderful place. It's really going to be a bit windy up there, but never mind. So this is the best weather for landscape photography, showers. And that's because you get dramatic cloud with some grey in it, and hopefully you get some blue as well. And hopefully we'll get the sun shining on those clouds to make them be a really dramatic background for the foreground, which is going to be some of the rock formations on Rough Tor. I used to be a fair weather photographer, so when I started in the late 1970s, yeah, don't laugh, I used to just wait for it to be a really nice day before I'd take my camera out. So I hope you're not like that, because I realised not long after that being out in dramatic weather like this is much more likely to get you some dramatic photos. And landscape photography is all about drama, isn't it, really? You don't really want full-on sunshine all the time. Definitely not. So the wind's got up a bit. I'm not even halfway up the hill yet. I'm calling it a hill. It's one of the highest points in Cornwall, and it's looking a bit grim up there at the moment. So about half an hour ago, I was sat in my car trying to dodge the rain showers, and that didn't quite work out, because I started walking halfway up this hill and it's just started bucketing down with rain, and it's been doing so ever since. So I've been sat under this rock trying to take some sort of shelter, although the rain's soaked in through this coat and the arms are now completely wet. So I'll have to get a new coat. Can't believe it, it's only 20 years old. And a warm welcome to my international viewers. I wish it was a warm welcome. It's cold and rainy, but there you go. This is what they call British summertime. So the rain's finally stopped for a while, and there's actually some blue sky coming. Oh, I better get behind this rock because it's too windy, you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. And I'll just swing you around so you can see the view I've got. So this is the top of Rough Tor, and these granite mounds, they're a natural rock formation, and I really like them. They're seen on the tops of lots of the hills around the south of England. And yeah, I think this might be a good place to take a shot from if the sun comes. So I'm going to set my camera up. So I've been here a while now, sheltering from the wind. And I managed to find a slightly better composition. It's just the same rock, but as you can see, if I point my camera down, you can see where my stills camera is. So it's really down low. I should have tried that right from the start, because I think it's a better composition. So the ferns are quite large, loom quite large in the foreground. Well, I say ferns, they're bracken really, but they're kind of ferns. And I think it'll make a great shot. I'm just waiting for the sun. Could be a while. So I've got it all lined up. The wind's blowing that foreground fern quite a lot. So I think if the sun comes out, what I'll do is I'll take the shot and I'll focus now on the rocks in the distance. Oh, is that the sun? It is. Right, get that shot. 2-second timer. And do one stop under. Because the sky's quite bright. Right, now there's some sun on the foreground. I need to just focus on there. Take that shot. And hope that that's all right. Well, that's a 500th of a second. So 500th of a second should freeze the motion of that, even though it's blowing around quite a lot in the wind. I think if I can combine those two pictures successfully, that'll make a great shot. Now, it's not really a focus stack because I focused once there on that nearby piece of bracken, and then once on the rocks, which are 10 yards, 10 meters away. So I don't think it's going to be a good focus stack, but you can't really do it when everything's blowing about so much. So I'm just going to have one shot focused on this close plant and then one shoot focused on the rocks, and it's looking good again now. So I'm going to do another one because the sky's quite dramatic in the background, which is what we want. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. Oh, excellent. Worth waiting in that crevice under this low rock where I banged my head twice. Soaked. My arm is completely soaked through because this coat is no good anymore. But hopefully you'll see a shot on the screen in a minute that will make it, will have made it all worthwhile. So this is my favourite kind of composition of them all, where you've got some important focal point here, this bracken here. So that's the important focal point in the foreground. And then the important focal point in the background is the huge granite stack. And what's good about it is that they oppose each other. They're on the thirds of the frame, but they oppose each other, and it creates a kind of dynamism. So if you had this bottom bracken was over on the right, it just wouldn't look right. But because it's on the left, yeah, that's even better. It just means you've got two focal points diagonally opposite, and that's my favourite kind of composition of them all. There it is, the fabulous Rough Tor. Now, why is it called Rough Tor when it's spelt rough? And if rough is spelt like it is, why is cough pronounced differently? Why isn't it pronounced cuff? Oh, the English language. So the next time you see showery weather in the forecast, nice broken cloud, get out with your camera because it's my favourite type of weather for landscape photography.